You want to create an invoice on Zoho Books? I've got you covered. Let's jump in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on our homepage in Zoho Books. What you want to do on the top right-hand side is you'll see a plus icon. Go ahead and click on that. And you'll see underneath sales, you will see invoices. Now, once you select invoices, you will now go ahead and you'll be able to start creating your invoice. So the first thing you need to do is add the name of the customer who you are invoicing. So these are some sample names. It's all sample data that was imported when I created this account. So here is the customer's name. There is a billing address. There is all the information that you need for your customer. And then you can go down over here. And the important parts is the invoice number. So this you can just add manually. However, if you go over here, you can enable or disable auto generation of invoice numbers. The auto generation is really nice because it does just keep everything in line and in order. You also have an invoice date over here, which will be your current date. However, you can change that. And then some payment terms. So if this invoice is due to be paid on the receipt of the invoice, you can make it 15 days, 30, 45, 60 days, or you can have it due end of next month, end of the month that is current. You can also change the date manually over here. You can also then add a salesperson. I'm going to leave that just as is. You're going to go ahead and just add a subject for the email that is being sent. So you can just say goods received, and that's I before E except after C. There we go. And then we come down to the item table, and here's where you can add what is being put onto the invoice. So go ahead and click inside here, and you will see that these are the list of items that are in your inventory that you can sell or be paid for in your business. So I've created one called services, and I've set a rate of 500 Rand. But what we can do is click on add new item if this is now your first time doing this. You can either choose that it's a goods or a service, but I'm going to just choose goods over here. Here, you can just say parts or whatever it is that you are actually selling or creating this invoice for. And then you can choose the unit that it is measured in. So if it's a box, centimeters, it could be in pieces, whatever the case may be, add it in there. All right. You can also add you can check this box if it is a capital asset over here. And then your selling price, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make it 200 just for example purposes, but this is something that you need to work out properly. So you need to make sure that your selling price and your cost price over here is slightly different. Okay. You need to make sure that you're adding in that information correctly. Here, you can add it to a different account. Okay. And then the purchase information, so where it actually came from. So it's for the cost of goods sold. And then you can add a description for the actual product that you're selling, whatever it may be. Maybe you're describing what parts it is. Maybe you're describing whatever it is for. You're going to add that in over there. You can now also add a description for the purchase information. And if you have vendors, you can add in the vendor that it came from. We're going to go down over here and click on save. Once that item is saved, it'll be automatically added in there. You can just add multiple items if you'd like. You can add a new row, or you can also add items in bulk. Here you can just type out a message for your customer. This can also be set as a default in settings. And then you can add your terms and conditions. Again, this is something that you can set as a default in your settings so that you don't have to type it out each time. And then you can set up a payment gateway, which I'll cover in another video. You can go ahead and search the channel and you'll find us there. And then if you have already received payment, you can just click that on over there. Here is the email communications. This is the email that it's going to. And then you have a few options. You can save it as draft. If you use this arrow, you can save it and print it. You can save it and share it, and then you can just save it and send it later if you would like to send it for a scheduled date. You can also make it a reoccurring invoice. So let's say it's something that's going to be done monthly. You don't have to do this again every single month. For now, we're going to say save and send. Now, once you've clicked on save and send, you'll see in invoice, in email form, you'll see who it's coming from, who it's going to, who it's being CC'd to, the subject. And here you are going to then have the opportunity to type out a message. You can just say whatever it is that you'd like to add in there, but it's not necessary. From here, you can see all of the details. There's a pay now button for your customer, and you can just click on send. It'll take you right over here to all of your invoices. On the left side, you can see here are all your invoices, and then you can manage it right from here.